Hi guys, I'm Arvin and I'm the bored work husband. I'm here to give you a recap on my wife's last video. So, my wife met a crazy girl who turned out to be crazy, who did crazy things and then lied about those crazy things. She also met a girl who's also crazy, but not in this story. So that's going to be for a later time. We are now at the point where this crazy girl has done so much crazy stuff that my wife has passed out, and now the crazy girl is going there to meet her in the nurse's office. So let's continue forward.
She was there. She came, and this lady came and talked to both of us, and she went along with the story of I'm her big sister, and I mean she's my big sister, and pretty much got me out of it so that we didn't have to call anybody. And I was thankful for it. I was really thankful because I just didn't. Because I remember this one time, I was in cheerleading, and this is years later, but this one time in cheerleading, just to give you guys a perspective, I guess I could only say it as I was hyperventilating, but I wasn't in any type of panic or anything. It's just, we had just came off the floor. I was a cheerleader. We came off the floor and I couldn't catch my breath. Like I was trying to get in more air, but as I was trying to get in more air, it turned into hyperventilating because I felt like I wasn't getting enough air. And it wasn't like stage fright or anything. I had been out there plenty of times. Only thing that happened was I got we got off the floor and I was trying to catch my breath. The other women, like coaches and stuff, saw that I was hyperventilating and made me call my mother. And I did not want to. I fought against it, but I also couldn't breathe to argue. So they called her and tell her that I'm like hyperventilating, and it might have been panic or stress or worry, but it came out as yelling. That's what it did. It came out as yelling at me for being in the situation that made them call her. And so that's exactly what I didn't want, and so that's why I refused to call her sophomore year. Like, no. And it's my first time kind of fainting or whatever you want to call it. I wasn't unconscious because I feel like to be unconscious you have to be completely blacked out, like nothing. I didn't have any head injuries. I probably just didn't eat nothing, plus the stress of everything. That's all that happened. So moving forward, we're talking again. We're, not really hanging out because I see her in class. I think I had like one class with her, probably ROTC again, but I would see her, we would hang around each other, but only in that sense. Like we wouldn't see each other outside of school, or I didn't have a cell phone, so we didn't talk on the phone. I had a house phone, but that was always a stress for me to have somebody call the house. So yeah, we didn't really talk that much. And as I said, I was kind of distancing myself because I felt like there was no helping, because one day she would be completely distraught because something happened, and the next day she would be completely fine because nothing happened. And so time went on like this. I don't think I saw her at all junior year. Like if I did see her, we didn't have any classes, so it might have just been in passing in the hallway. But I was done. Like I was emotionally done with her, and I just couldn't do it. And the continuously going back and forth, like in my mind it was like, if you're upset, be upset. If you're happy, be happy. Don't just keep bouncing back and forth within, an hour. Like don't be crying 1 hour, be perfectly happy the next hour, telling me that I'm dead to her the next. Like I just couldn't deal with it, and I was done. And so since I was done, life just went on. I had my own things going on. Kirsten and me were still friends. She had her own drama going on, the drama that she put on me, but that's another story in itself. But we just kind of grew apart. So that is how it went, and I don't remember seeing her at all senior year. I don't know if she transferred or dropped out, I don't know. And so that leads us to a couple years ago. So a couple years ago, because you know what? I should go to freshman year. Freshman year of college, she reached out, just like, by then I'm on Facebook. So she reached out to me, and I had a cell phone. So she reached out to me. I gave her my cell phone number. She would like text me every now and then, tell me, how much she missed me and stuff like that. And also at that same time, I'm friends with Tawana. And Tawana is still in full contact with her. She knows what's going on. She loves those kids. I think by then she had 2 kids, I think. And so she loved the kids. I think she was a godmother to at least one of them. She was, still very much involved. But, me and her are friends, but we don't talk about her. And so she reaches out, says how much she misses me. We talk a little bit, but nothing on the level it was in high school, because I don't have time for that. I have a job, I have a relationship. Like I don't have time. I don't have time. Literally, I don't have any time for myself, so I don't have any time for you. So I just kind of, like if she texts me and said hi, I would text her and say hi, like how's it going? How you doing? But never to the point where it was like, we're deep in each other's life. I did not ask her about, what was going on with her, other than like, how are the kids, or how's the kid? I don't know exactly. All I know is that, I'll explain. But anyway, so, then we would fall off, and then she would reach out again, like after another year. And that's just kind of how it went. Like she would post things on Facebook, or I would like her pictures, and she would text me occasionally, and that's just kind of how it was. How you just grow apart from people, and you might check in every once in a while as friends, but you guys aren't really friends at this point. You're more like associates, but you're not gonna be like we're breaking up as friends or anything like that. Like that's not what people do. So that's just how it was. And then a couple years ago, I would say 4 years ago, maybe 5, maybe 2013, 2014-ish, I see a post on Facebook, a post from her mother, on her page saying that she passed away. And of course, I'm, upset about it, because this is a person that I was super close to, and now she's passed away. But I felt really sad because she left behind all these babies. Because at that time, she had, I believe, three kids. So that's why I say I don't know exactly how many she had at the time that she first reached out to me after high school. But I know at the end of the day, she had 3 kids. And she had these 3 kids, and now she's gone. And all I could think about was those poor children who don't have their mother. And that's what really upset me. But life goes on, I sent my condolences, and life goes on. And then one day I get a call from Tawana, and she's like, you're not gonna believe this. Like, oh no, she texted me, I think, or messaged me. It's like, call me. And so I call her, and I'm like, what's up? Like, you never tell me to call you. Like, we're the texting type of friends. Like, I don't really like to talk on the phone to anybody, and I prefer to text because that means I can be doing anything and also texting. So it's a generational thing, I guess. Then I call her, and she's just like, you want this? And I'm just like, well, tell me. And she tells me that the father of the children and her significant other, I believe at this time they might have been married, I'm not sure, but her significant other called Tawana and was like, she's not dead. She's not dead. She posted that on Facebook, not her mother. She's not dead. And they go into like more detail, like what happened. There was some type of legal issues and just a whole bunch of drama per the usual with this girl. And so I'm just like, who fakes their own death? Who pretends to be dead? Like, just imagine all the people who cared about her and really were upset by this news. She's just messing with people's emotions, and I can't imagine a good reason to pretend to be dead. But then the craziest thing happens after that, and you think that's crazy, because that's crazy. But after, like, me and Tawana talk, and we're just like, I can't believe this. Like, and she's like, what should I do? Like, should I reach out? And blah, blah. I'm like, that's up to you. I'm done. Like, if I was emotionally done before, I'm so done now. Like, I am so done. But Sammy friend requests me. Like I think less than a year later, maybe around a year later, Facebook friend requests me again. Not from her account that she RIP, you know, because I think that she claimed, like the mom claimed that she had like cancer and she died. Like, I know people who either have cancer or have had cancer and survived from it, but who plays like that? Anyway, I'm getting myself worked up. She friend requests me and I contact Tawana, like, you're not gonna believe this. You're really not going to believe the words that I'm about to say. And she's just like, what? And I was just like, Sammy has risen from the dead and messaged me. Like, friend requests me as if she didn't pretend to be dead. Like, who does stuff like this? Who pretends to be dead? Who? Tell me who. Like, give me some names of people who have pretended to be dead. Like, I just don't even know. And that's exactly why I wanted to do this video with Tawana, because she has so many more details about the ins and outs, because she was able to see her outside of school. She kept in contact with her after high school. So this was a huge blow to her. Like, you gotta think, if I was upset, you know, at least for the kids, and just shocked by the whole situation, like I never knew any of the other stuff, like, how do you think she felt? She knew her. She was a part of her life. And I think at this point they had fallen off a little bit, like weren't talking as much just because of the drama. Like Sammy would get hurt or embarrassed or angry and just cut people out of her life temporarily and then pretend like nothing happened. And so I can't think of any good reason. I've never been in a situation where I've been in any trouble with the law, but I can't imagine any situation where pretending to be dead on Facebook would help anything. Like, maybe if law enforcement checks your Facebook to see where you are, if you're hiding, and then they see this post about you being dead, that they could ease up. But wouldn't they come looking for proof that you're really dead? Like, the police officers don't just be like, oh, she's dead, done. No, that's not the way it works. And then less than a year later, you pop back up, like, no explanation. Like, that would, like, not that it ever would be right or would be okay, but wouldn't the saner thing to do is be like, yo, I was in some real bad trouble. I know that I posted that I was dead. I am not dead. I am so sorry for anything that I put you through thinking that I was dead, but I'm not dead, and this is what happened that led up to it. Like, who just comes back without a word, without anything? Like, I just can't. I just can't. I can't imagine. I just can't. I can't think of a time where that would be okay. So the girl pretended to be dead. A girl I knew from high school, all the drama, all the attention seeking in the world would not have prepared me for her believing that it was ever going to be okay to pretend to be dead. To put friends, family, people who may not, you know, family members who may not talk to you on a regular basis, who would believe that you were dead, and you put them all through this. And the worst part is, you know, if I thought that one day I would be on YouTube and be sharing this with anybody, I would have screenshotted it. But one, at the time I thought it was real. Two, I never thought that she would come back. Even if she were pretending to be dead, I never thought she would even try to now reach out to people she knew in the past. Like, I feel like if you're gonna pretend to be dead, you're dead to these people now, and you need to completely start fresh with your life. And so I never thought she would come back. And then three, I never thought I was gonna be on YouTube talking about this, so I wouldn't have had anything to have. I think at this point she did. She has since then friend requested me more than once and I just ignored it or, you know, clicked off of it because I'm not going to go down that road again. Like, it was a toxic relationship, toxic road. And like, if I had anything to say to the younger me, it would be, one, don't be so open. Don't be so open to loving everybody. Like, I don't even know, because honestly, that whole situation made it very hard for me to feel anything more than really surface level. Like, I care, like, let's say there's a person right there, I care about you. As soon as you're gone, like, there's a distance in me, like it's hard to explain. Like, I can't feel something super close. Like, as soon as you're like out of sight, out of mind, I don't really think about you. My heart isn't all in it anymore. Like if you're in front of me, I care about whatever you're going through. I am sympathetic. I will give my opinion and my advice if you ask for it. But other than that, I just can't. I can't be all in. I can't make your issues my issues. I can't be a bleeding heart anymore. And that forced me to grow up very quickly. To be not as trusting for what people tell me. Because honestly, at that time, I took whatever you said at face value. If you said that something happened, it happened. You only see a mini proof, it happened. But on the flip side of that, I wasn't stupid. If you give me proof that it didn't happen when somebody said that it did, I'm gonna believe the proof, because I'm a proof type of person. Like, I can't just be like, I don't care how much proof you give me. It's not true. It's not true. It didn't happen. No, that's just no. So all I can say is I can't imagine ever being in the situation with this girl before, and I know that I would never be in that situation with her now if it was like that now. But she set us through so much, like, but she changed my life. She changed my experience in high school, how I handled things, how I perceived things, how I thought that drama was a way to make a person feel closer to you. Like, it was just a lot. It was a lot. And then for her to pretend to be dead, that was the ultimate thing. Like, I honestly believe that maybe something else was going on. Like, maybe sociopathic tendencies, maybe bipolarism, if that's a word. I don't know. But something was definitely wrong, because normal people don't do that. Normal people don't make up horrible incidents for attention. Normal people don't put themselves in a situation where nothing that they say can be trusted. Normal people don't pretend to be dead. But that's my story, guys. If there is any additional information that I either find out or left out that I remember, or if I'm able to get Tawana on camera to talk about her experience and maybe pull out some memories that I have left out or anything, I will definitely do that. But let me know. Hit me down in the comment section and tell me if something like this has ever happened to you. If you've ever known anybody who purposefully made up things that are awful just for attention, just to either get sympathy, attention, money, anything. Because I can't imagine that this is a normal thing that other people go through. And as you can see, even to this day, it has a toll. It does make you realize just how much a child can go through. Like, I was 14 or 15 years old. I didn't know nothing about nothing, and I'm having to deal with some very grown-up problems. And it wasn't real. It wasn't real. And then when I was an adult and having to deal with the thought of losing somebody I truly care so much about. And since then, of course, I've lost so many people, mostly males, from middle school and high school. And I RIP, I send my condolences. But now it feels like I don't even feel anything. Like I can't even. And that's the best way I can put it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please remember to like. If you're not already subscribed, I do story times, I do lock updates, I do all type of things. I don't know, check it out on my channel. But please guys, if you don't like the video, don't just hit that dislike button. Actually tell me what it is that you don't like about the video, because if you dislike a video and don't comment about what it is that you don't like so I can improve, then you're just being an asshole. So thanks guys once again. Thank you for my new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who loves my one video that has gone viral. I really do appreciate you guys. I can't even give like a cheerful exit because I'm so upset. Just bye guys.